started doing the mural that we're making. Barra was the first island to start, and then we just did like the basic skeleton of it and painted the wee bits to for people to put their names on. And we started like the outline, like a skeleton, like the islands. Islands are going at the bottom, like all the islands that are involved with it, and then the sea going across, and the big tree of life's going in the middle. And then we're going to put Carbery Tower in, where we had the residential, the big house. We're going to put that in, so because it's one of the big memories. And we're going to have like a dragon at the start, breathing fire to all the letters to take people to the Children's Parliament. And then there's a girl standing getting the letter, and then it's basically like a big story of the Children's Parliament.
The children just brainstormed lots of ideas, and they did a big doodle of all their thoughts and memories.
Where we live was the slogan we were using for that meeting, for the first meeting, and we just put, like, because people were from Barra, yay, and Eriskay and South Uist and Benbecula and North Uist. They called it Game Island because we got the big parachute and football. Because we played the parachute at the first meeting, it was really, really fun. Feeling safe and being cared for was one of the slogans we had for the next meeting, and it was like, people who make us feel safe and cared for, people that are spoil us, people that are caring, and people that are kind. And the things that we thought that made us feel safe and cared for was like a home, and our families, and our teddy bear, and all the other things like her mum's friend and mum.
The second stage of it was that we got together with just the Barra children, and we went through all the sketches, and we decided what do we want to draw out of each sketch to make the kind of bones of the whole mural.
Well, I thought that this tree could be the very structure of the mural, all the branches spreading into all of the boards and that. That's rather like the tree of life in the popular story Adam and Eve. You see, I've drawn an apple.
I'm doing the dragon. It represents the fire that's strong and it wants to change things.
The part they're going to do tonight, they're finishing at 8 o'clock, but we've got friends and family arriving any minute now, and they're going to dip in and just help us and support us and make their marks somewhere. But we have to make sure we don't fill up too much of the mural, because we've still got the Eriskay, South Uist, North Uist and Benbecula children to get in there as well.
Just catching up from over the summer, because this is the first meeting from the summer break, so we were just catching up and seeing what's happened through the summer and any news that anyone had. Just now we're going to go through it into the theatre room and work on the mural. Like, people are going to finish off their names around the edges and just do wee bits at a time, and then we're going to be split into groups, and we're going to do different activities.
So in fact it would be great if you lot fill up the top with your names.
Joanna helps us get our ideas out using art and drama.
Yeah, does anyone remember what happened on our very first meeting?
The mural's got our memories of the last year and our thoughts of the last year and our thoughts about the future too.
The thing that's good about the mural is that you can learn about what we did even if you weren't there.
This is the dragon. It represents the Children's Parliament, as it is big, strong and powerful. It breathes fire, and it is also carrying a letter, because that's what it's delivering to these three children here, which are Aaron, Anne-Marie, me and Isabel.
and there's a few names around the top because we all signed it and designed a part for all our names, and they're all over the board, so you'll see lots of different designs on every one.
And in the middle of the mural is everything that we've done through Children's Parliament about our residential to Edinburgh.
I drew a giant squid playing the maracas. When we were away in Edinburgh, we played musical instruments and went through the street playing them at Carvey Towers.
Well, we went on a night walk and I drew the pictures of people going along in between the forest and stuff.
Different monsters represent different things. Some, like that one, represent pollution. It's throwing up all bits of nasty stuff like poisoning the air and spitting out bits of chewed chips and broken cars and messing up the seas. And that one over there represents evil people. It's chewing up good people.
Well, since everyone was drawing monsters, bad things, I just thought of violence and put that down. Yeah.
I did a litter and dirt monster because that's one of the things I hate. And then I also did a bugging one because my brothers always bug me a lot. And another thing, my friends chose this one, they said bullying because they hate it. The monsters were really things that you hate.
Before I came to the Children's Parliament, everyone would bully me because I'm smart but I don't show it.
And now what's different?
People aren't calling me stupid and laughing at me.
And why is that? What's different about you?
That I'm more respectful to other people and I like other people almost as much as myself.
Well, sometimes in school I get a bit bullied. Well, you come to the Children's Parliament and then when you go back you're willing to speak up and tell the teacher instead of just letting them do it.
At the Children's Parliament it's nice, you feel safe and comfortable. Everyone's nice to each other, there's no bullying or anything like that. There's nobody calling each other names, nobody shouting at each other.
Well, everyone treats each other a lot nicer at Children's Parliament than they do at school in Holland.
Children don't really get to have their say in things, but when you come to the Children's Parliament you get to have more of a say than you would.
Before I came to Children's Parliament, I couldn't talk in front of people and I didn't want to go to the mud or enter any competitions because you had to stand up and talk to people.
And all the adults in the Children's Parliament are easy to talk to and they'll understand what you're saying and they'll take it to mind and everything like that.
They treat you as if you're wanted and not just leave you out. If you're in a corner and you're not very happy, they'll come and see the care.
There are 7 adult ambassadors in the Children's Parliament. They're there to help us during meetings.
Session after session you can see a change in some of the children, change in their behaviour, a change in the way they conduct themselves, and I actually look forward to that.
Trying to stop the monster revolution from making division with people on it.
Okay.
For me, what was particularly difficult at first was, I always thought, oh yes, I'm a teacher who listens, but there's listening and there's listening. And it was just having to step back and really listen and not to just butt in and say, well, actually, this is not how it should be. And I think that's how this Children's Parliament really works, this particular one, because we don't have teachers leading it. Because with the best will in the world, you have your role in the classroom. And it's very difficult to step out of that role if you're still involved with the same children. And
I've taken delight in telling people that I was attracted by the title and by the Ferrero Rocher that always seems to go with the ambassadors' parties.